Hello students, welcome to the English class. Let us read and understand the poem Justice written by the poet Praveen Kumar. Let us know about the poet Praveen Kumar. He was born in Mangalore on June 29th of 1949 to Sri R.D. Suvarna and Srimati B. Sarojini. He has more than 3 decades of government service as a senior police officer, a poet of 23 published collections, and an author of 5 volumes on matters of governance and administration. He is a familiar face in Indian intellectual circuits. Few of his works include Policing for the New Age, Portraits of Passion, Simply Yours, Love and Pride, etc., and many more. Let us know about the new words that you come across in this poem. Begotten is got or earned. Distressing gain is dishonestly obtained profit. Exploited is unearthed. Charm is attract or influence. Shackled is chained. Fished out is drew or pulled out from. Sack a large bag. Layer is resting place. Dash is a short race. Students, before we read the poem, let us have a small introduction to the poem. In life, it's not only money, it's not all money that can buy you all the things you get. Let us read this small passage here. A child playing on the street was hit by a speeding vehicle. The child was lying in a pool of blood. It was shifted to a hospital. The doctors who examined the child told its parents that the child needed immediate blood transfusion and they must arrange for 4 bottles of blood immediately. The eager parents offered good money for buying blood. Many young men did give blood, but none accepted the money offered. They bluntly told the parents that blood could not be bought with money and that it should be donated by one person to another. So, what is important here? Here, the child was hit by a vehicle and it needed blood transfusion. And parents were ready to offer a lot of money. Many youngsters came forward to give their blood and they even donated the blood, but they did not accept the money. So, it is not all money. All the time, it's not money that can buy you things. Life of a person cannot be bought by a money. So, here, what exactly the poet wants to convey through this poem is human life is based on certain values. Values still govern our lives. Justice is one such value that ensures an exploitation free life. But unfortunately, in the present day, justice has become a commodity of sale for some people. Though there are immoral attacks on justice, it has survived the test of time only because of its inherent strength. So, what does it say? So, our life is based on certain values. Values still rule our lives, and one of that, while among all the other values, justice is one. So, unfortunately, what has happened in the present day is it has become a commodity of sale. Anybody can buy, give money, and buy justice. Though they are wrong, they can prove themselves right by giving money to somebody else. So though there are immortal attacks on justice, it has survived the test of time. So always whatever might be happen, but still justice has remained the same. So let us read the poem now. Justice begotten in exchange is no justice, for exchange is trade, a distressing gain through loss. Justice is inherent life. Right. So here, poet says that earning justice for money is not justice. Getting justice for money is a dishonest means. It is like obtaining profit dishonestly to fill the loss. So justice is everyone's inherent right, says the poet. Though wrapped in black packs in dark hall of race for survival, like gold strains bound in mud till exploited. The poet says, though justice is kept in a dark hall of race by wrapping it in black packs, like gold strains bound in mud. Gold is extracted from where? From the mud, but it is exploited. Poet compares justice with gold bound in mud. Gold is taken out from the mud. In the same way, justice is getting exchanged for money. She is cool like ice and still like rock. No easy road to charm her soul, while hardship makes her no more justice. And here in this stanza, the comparison is shown. Comparison between she is cool like ice. What is she? Whom is she compared to here? She refers to justice here. She is compared to the ice. How is she? She is cool like ice. Here, the word like represents that the figure of speech mentioned in this line is simile, where the comparison is shown between two things using words such as like and as represents the figure of speech simile. So here she is cool like ice and still like rock. Justice is as cool as ice and still like rock. It is not easy to get justice. Working hard to get justice makes sometimes injustice, while hardship makes her no more justice. So what has happened? When you work hard, you have to be sincere to get justice, whereas while hardships makes her no more justice. Why justice is shackled to greed and bribe? Why justice is fished out from popular mood? Lost in thick jungle of lightless night, like rat caught in the sack of death. So the poet asks here, justice is shackled in greed and bribe. It is chained up. Where is the justice caught? There is a chain drawn around justice. So it is shackled to greed and bribe. People are very greedy. They bribe the people and they get justice for themselves. Now, why is it fished out from popular mode? It is fished out from the great values. Fished out means driven out. It is pulled out from the great values. It is lost in thick jungles of lightless night. So he means that justice is lost in a jungle where you don't find the path to come out of it. In a lightless night where there is no light, in the darkness, you just go into the jungle, you will not find the path. So, justice, the situation of justice is such that it is lost its path, like rat caught in the sack of death. Justice is caught in the sack of death like a rat. Like deer caught in lion's lair, she never reaches self by herself. Justice with no heart for truth, justice with no dash for right cause, is justice dead indeed. So, how is justice now? It is like deer caught in the lion's lair. How is it? If a deer goes and gets itself attacked in the place where the lion is resting, it cannot escape. So she never reaches self by herself. So she is corrupted. The justice she refers to here justice. So she is corrupted. Justice is corrupted. There is no heart for truth. Poet feels that justice has no heart for truth and it is not racing for right cause. It is not moving in the right cause. The poet feels sorry that there is no justice. So he says, is justice dead indeed? So there's a question in the mind of the poet because of all the hardships the justice faces. Is justice dead indeed? Says the poet. Here now she refers, she is always compared to what? Justice here. Here one more. Once again we will recall. Here it represents the figure of speech personification where lifeless things are shown as though they are having life here. So personification is a figure of speech in which a non-living thing or an abstract notion is attributed the qualities of a living being. Though justice doesn't have life, so it is shown as though it is having life in this poem. So it represents the figure of speech personification. So through this poem, the poet conveys the message that justice goes through different kinds of hardships. Finally, whether the justice is dead indeed is a question of the poet.